Welcome back to this Thursday edition of the Fish and Corn Show. Coming to you live from CNN Backyard. So, before we get back to our corn episode, our car episode, we are, how long more corn till we get our new studio?
My guy is still in parts unknown. He was supposed to check in mid-July, so that's where we're at on that.
Oh, okay. So back at the show, what are you having this drive?
I don't know. I mean, I always reserve a full-size.
Whatever. But going that extra, sometimes the jumping classes is like $80 a day thing. Do you ever do that?
No, I don't need to. I mean,
but it is that next level car. Sometimes if you rent a lot, you luck into, because I've had that next level car, which is sometimes $80 a day more. But I don't pay for it.
I'm sure that's what that Lincoln was an upgrade like that, because it was just available.
And sometimes it could depend on
what was there. So
or need to be washed. Like, we don't have cars back, we want your money, so take that one. Because, I still get full coverage insurance because it's paid by employer.
Right.
On their thing, not on my insurance. It's like, you crash it.
It's their problem.
It's their problem.
No, that I do that all the time. That's what you pay the insurance for. That's what you pay You're externalizing all risks. My Lexus could do the trip easily. Do I want to put the miles on it
At this
in the
point, no.
desert? No. I'll let some other schlep beat it out of it. I like that Lexus. I want to put it into my little safari machine. And I need to keep the miles low on the transmission.
Have you seen, speaking about cars, it was on the internet, on Facebook at least I saw, was this old school Toyota Corolla, but like 1960 something, where it was kind of still beefy and whatever. It had an exposed Lexus V8 in it.
Oh, I think I've seen that.
And it's like... What do you think of that? It's all Toyota kind of.
I think it's great, man.
It did look kind of interesting.
Look, I think American car culture has been for too long dominated by American cars, okay? And it's just garbage, most of it. Some of it's okay, some of it's cool, but there's other more interesting stuff out there, and the Japanese build an incredibly reliable platform. To complain, that it doesn't sound like a Chevy. Who gives a fuck?
I like them quiet. I mean, you can make them sound beefy. I'm sure that Lexus motor sounds pretty beefy if you put an exhaust on it.
You get what I'm saying?
Yes, I like it more quiet.
I just want something that will perform
and last.
And part of performing is endurance. It's got to go on and 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 on. And my experience with Toyota products is that they go on and on and on and on and on and on and on. And from the early '90s to the early 2000s, Lexus was still the brand that they were dumping their prestige dollars into. So you take the company that makes a pretty solid, reliable product, and then give them an opportunity to shine. That's why that Lexus is mine. I'm not getting rid of it. Yeah.
I'd like to see that one go forever.
Solid.
Until like something catastrophic happens.
Yeah, if it gets rolled or bent up, it's gone. But like I said, all it needs is like little safari box on top, and
when do you think you'll ever get that corn? Looking forward, because we've already seen the evolution of our studio. This is like a time stamp episode.
See,
now
I've already got the bumpers.
Will it ever happen?
Yeah, but I've got to spend about $2,200 on bumpers, and I don't know if I'm ready for that. The bumpers it's got right now are all right. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. I feel that same way about certain ideas I have for cars myself. But I have this car. I can't do it until I get rid of this car, and I'm gonna get rid of this car until it keels over. So I don't know when that's happening.
Oh, no. You can always plan it. I got rid of that Kia.
Oh, it's gone?
Oh, yeah, it's gone.
That's right, it has been gone. Time flies here. You know, Corn, we are in our second year. We're going into our second year of the Fish and Corn Show. We are at about 100, and we just keep juggling this kind of, it's like a teeter between the viewership, the subscribers, I mean, the 21, 22. We just keep going like that. We have 22 subscribers, then we have 21. Then we have 22, then we have 21.
You're obsessing over this too much.
No, I mean, what I'm getting at is that I like it for our, bank of memories, bank of what's going on.
I'm doing it.
Yeah, as a thing, but also, I, again, would like to see if we can make money off of the Fish and Corn Show.
What do you think about that, Charlie?
Oh, jeez, Corn. Make me into a fucking foo-foo. Bathe me in baby oil, you freak. You fucking swine, and use me as a foo-foo. Oh shit, Charlie, I thought you were a Christian man.
You dirty talking, Charlie.
Oh, yeah, come all over me. Make me scream like Sasha. I want to be like Sasha. I want to be Sasha Grey when I grow up.
Stop it. Seriously. I can't take it.
Okay. So.
Alright, we're going to put Charlie away.
First guess. This is what you get.
Charlie goes in the pots.
Oh, jeez. That's cool. Corn, you have tape in there? Looks like you had some painter's tape.
Painter's tape and a couple of lighters.
I think, Corn in another life, I think you're like a builder of things, because Corn has a lot of
Weird shit going on.
well, you should see our studio. We should be shooting the other way, but this happens how the garden is. You cannot see. You know what we're gonna do for this next episode? I can't do picture-in-picture on this one. It's only photography.
Well, we can always just change up the perspective of where we're sitting and where we're shooting.
We're gonna have to do that in the
future.
future. Yeah. Well, he built a lot of things. One of it is this garden. For about a year and a half, it went to kind of like disarray for a while.
Yeah, it was kind of a pile of shit.
Before that, there was one incarnation of the garden that was really nice.
No, it was all right. It was a little too Sylvester kind of thing. And it had that hill thing there, you remember?
Mm-hmm.
So the approach was kind of different, but I like this setup better. Less maintenance.
Oh yeah, this is really nice.
Other than the fucking fish.
Other than the fish.
The fish get kind of expensive.
Oh, but is it protected now from the wildlife?
Oh yeah. We've done those rocks around it so that it would have to be one enterprising raccoon to get in there.
It's the raccoons, not
Yeah,
possums.
it was raccoons.
Jeez.
Got raccoons.
Where do you think they live around here? I mean, if you were to go track them, where do you think they live?
Down the friggin', what do you call it? The easements.
Easements?
Yes. Don't you ever... Okay, if you go on a walk in the neighborhood, do you ever pay attention to property line patterns?
Yeah, okay, in between.
Yeah,
the
in betweens, okay? In between houses, there's always little corridors that things go through, whether it be wildlife, stray dogs, homeless people, whatever. There's always space where people go through.
Yeah.
And yeah, the easements, they make kind of an interesting read on places.
Yeah, that's when. Is a term all right to use? I mean, like wetbacks. Can you use that on the show? Can we use that? Is that politically correct? We're trying to elevate the show here to a sophisticated level.
That would be where you would smuggle people back in the day.
Remember back then it used to be running, 7-Eleven.
Yeah.
Some brave, enterprising guy, while they're all hiding behind the 7-Eleven, we were going for like drinks and shit for everyone.
Yeah, well now all of that shit happens out in Arizona, and they hitchhike or get on a bus and eventually make it to San Diego or LA, and you don't see that shit. You just see what goes on once they're settled. I don't know, man. If it were up to me, there wouldn't be borders.
If there were no borders, but do you believe that, you know how there's a lot of stuff going out on social media like Facebook? We're at the 10.5 minute mark. Let's come back into another one immediately after this. Throw out to all our sponsors, blah, 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 blah.
Wow.
The rag.
Charlie.